Hello BookTube community, and welcome to another installment of Erin's Book Club. I figured since I have a little bit of extra time, I'm going to try something new, something I've never done before, so I'm probably not going to do it right, and I'm not going to do it like normal people, which is par for the course for me, but I'm going to try my hand at a book tag. And at the end of this book tag, I'm not going to tag anybody because I want everybody that can to try it. So if I haven't said a name about who's going to be doing the tag, that's fine. Go and do your book tag because I want to see your answers to these. So the book tag that I'm going to do is called What Would You Do? So I'm going to give you a few scenarios of life situations, and I want you guys to say in the comments or in a video of your own what your reaction would be. What would you do? So the first one is, you've been asked to take care of a toddler by one of your family members. You don't usually take care of kids, not something you usually do, but you'd help this family member out. So you spend the day, going to the park, playing games, finding all sorts of fun things to do. Unfortunately, what happens is you put the kid down for a nap, and you're so tired from the day's events that you pass out completely, fall asleep. You wake up, you don't know how long you've been asleep, so you go to check on the kid, and you go to the kid's bedroom, and no kid. Then you hear giggling in your library. And you go to your library or wherever you keep your books, and there is said kid joyfully drawing on all of your rare books. And you see on the ground that there's other books with covers ripped off, just totally destroyed. This is a family child. What do you do? So that's the first scenario. I'm not going to put my answers in because I want to hear what yours are. The next scenario that I was thinking of is you move to a house near the lake. You've always wanted to be in a house near the lake, and there is a storm surge, and your house is a one-story house, and the storm surge floods your house, and you see it coming, and you know that you can either move all your books onto the tables in higher levels and save them, but that means there's nothing for you to stand on, and you don't know when your rescue is going to be there. You don't know if any kind of warning has gone out to people to help find you, but you know you can save the books, but it means you've got to stand in this flooded, gross, cold water. Do you save your books or not? Do you save half your books? If you do, how do you decide which books you want to save? Scenario number 2. Scenario number 3 follows kind of a not-so-real scenario. We're going to go with another natural disaster. The ice age has hit, just like that. And you sequestered down into your house. You have enough food, you have enough water, but all of your heating goes, electricity, whatever. And the only way to stay warm is to keep a fireplace going. And you have no more fuel. And all of that, the wood in the back is buried under snow, and if you go out there, you're going to freeze to death. So now you got to burn your books. Do you burn your books, or do you tolerate the cold? If you do burn your books, what books do you burn? And then I was thinking of one more, and this is kind of out to lunch, but let's just say somebody breaks into your house, and you have the most rare collection of books in your house, and you have an option, because this fellow hasn't noticed that you're in there. He thinks that maybe you're sleeping. And he's in your library looking at your rare books, and you know that that's what he's after, because in this world everybody wants books. And he starts taking your books and putting them in a book, like a backpack that he's going to take away. And he doesn't see you. Do you stop him from taking your books, or do you run? And the final scenario that I have is kind of a what would you do. Your absolute favorite author, your author of all times, comes to you and says, hey, listen, I really like you. I'm going to give you every single book that I've ever wrote, even the ones that haven't been published yet, like every book. And every book that I'm going to write, you get to have first. And you are the only one that gets to have them first. And every book. The catch is, you are only allowed to have her books, or his books, that author's books. All your other books, you got to get rid of. Every single one. You can't keep any other book other than what your favorite author wrote. Do you do it? So those are the scenarios that I'm thinking of, and I would like to hear what your answers are. And give it some time, I might actually give my own answers. But yeah, let me think what you guys would do. And anybody who wants to do this book tag, please do. Definitely want to find out what you guys are thinking. So that is the What Would You Do book tag. Thanks, guys. You have a great weekend.